Cancer! Oh, I like the colored one better. Cancer! I like my baton. I like my baton, but I didn't think of a song. Well, I know you're here for this. If you've made it to 3, you're looking into the lovers at this point. We have some lovers, and we had some celebration, but we did that song already, so what do we have? Like, never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. But when you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. In the morning. Under a minute. That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get. You have to finish it yourself. Go get in the bath, in the shower, and sing the shit out of that song. Or any other song that you think of. Sing like nobody's listening. Sing like they're all listening. Whatever makes you comfortable. All right, the lovers. Let's look at the lovers. However you want to look at it is okay. Remember that. All right, I'm going to look at the lovers right now. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. I need the better light. We need the white one. All right, so you have a girl here. I think of like Guinevere and King Arthur when I look at this card. So it's like, what are you doing, Ham? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I jumped to conclusions and I was judgmental. Hamlet, I apologize. It was Mannix. Mannix did it. On to the lovers. The lovers are jumping all over the freaking place. So, you got this girl here. She's in the same sexy blue nightie. Either way, old Guinevere here is in her favorite nightie. She goes for comfort. She goes for what she likes. She goes for her favorite things. No matter how many times she's worn it or which man has seen her wearing it. Or girl, you can be the guy in this position. You could be the guy in your sexy blue nightie or sexy blue boxers. All right, so you in this situation, or you as this person, or this person, who are you in this situation? This doesn't need to be lovers. It can be a job. You could be changing your job. You're used to your nightie. And you had an experience in a different situation with something that made you tick. You had a little affair, mentally, physically, spiritually, so to say. I like this as my fake microphone. I hope it's not distracting. I can also point. It's like a double whammy here. Double whammy decisions. Okay, back to decisions. She's in her nightie. In this one, she's like, oh, I don't know what to think. Or you want to marry me? Oh, I maybe want to, except that I'm thinking about the hottest night I ever had in my life with Lancelot. Except I can't tell you that because you're the king and you'd either cut my freaking head off or I couldn't be the queen then, or I'd have to run away, or maybe I could run away with Lancelot. Maybe you and Lancelot want to run away together. But there's a king involved and that's scary. Maybe the king is your big job. Not really a king physically, but like some kind of king in your life that you found something else in your life that brings you a little more passion, that maybe is really the one that gets you gets you ticking. So what in your life, Cancer, has gotten you ticking, has given you this night of passion, where there's not one person begging, there's not one person on a pedestal, nobody's, where the want is the same. Your want to do it is the same as the desire for it to want you. So, Cancer, just this could be a person, but it could be a situation. You know, like, maybe if this is like a job or something, or a change into some passion, it's like this, there's like this rift here. So you need to choose which scene you want to be in. Do you want to be her and have somebody always looking up and trying to give you stuff and you don't know how to say it because you're scared that they're going to cut your head off, or you're worried you won't get your marriage proposal, or what everybody in the kingdom is going to think about your outfit that you chose that day because you can't show them your beautiful nightie? I mean, it must be pretty awesome to be the queen. Maybe to have the king here. Maybe he's just a sexy man. There's no royalty involved. But it looks pretty fancy to me. And it looks like this was going on. Doesn't even matter where that was going on, because this is about them being at equal level, both wanting the same thing in something passionate. So if it's you and you're doing something that you love and that you have this passion, this excitement for, this reason to feel good about yourself, to dive into something full force, then, I mean, this choice is yours. This is your choice. It's the Lovers. Do you go the safe route? Do you go the tried and true route and deal with all the things that come along with this? All of a sudden, if you're in the position of this power, or so you think it's the power, maybe you thought that that's the shit to be the queen, but now you can't say anything anytime you want. You can't be anything anytime you want. You're being watched. You have a responsibility about what you do. I mean, you should have responsibility and integrity about what you do, regardless. But this is someone who's worried about others a lot. You know, maybe it's coming from a good place, and her heart was in the right place when she wanted to be with royalty. She had the intent to get there and to change things. Mannix wants to say hi. So you got some purring energy coming into this part of the reading. Perfect for the love moment. We got the sexy feline energy coming in. Very forgiving, doesn't give a shit if I blame him for what I blame the dog. He's good. He's cool with it all. He has static electricity coming off of my cashmere sweater. We're creating some fire and some spark here. So, all fuzz. But, like, I mean, I can imagine you have a lot of people watching you as the queen. You don't really get too much alone time. There's probably somebody waiting outside to make sure nothing weird goes on. You know, so that's not fun. Maybe he's sexy, but he has a lot of worries on his plate as a king. I'm guessing this is what I'm going with. And it's a 6, so it's a human. Part of the human experience to make this decision. Your choice, where you're going to go, what you're going to do, especially when it involves somebody else's heart. I mean, this seems like it's going to involve a kingdom. If she's already the queen, this will involve the kingdom either way. Perhaps this is the younger him. Maybe she fell in love with him when they were like this. And then she took that role as queen, thinking that she was an equal. thinking that there was a balance and a passion and a spark, and then she didn't realize all the responsibilities when she got there. And maybe he got lost along the way too and got lost in responsibilities. Maybe he's coming back saying, honey, we don't have enough dates. Let's go on a date. Let's have that passion. So maybe this doesn't need to be two different things. This could be two sides of you. One part of you and another part of you. Maybe what you like that makes you hot, you know, is not exactly the same as what makes what you want to marry. So maybe you need to talk about this and remember these sides of you. And don't assume, Cancer, that anyone knows this about you. Maybe you want this passionate time, but the person you're with doesn't express it the same way as you. He thinks that he's offering you this awesome trip to go and, I don't know what you would be doing the next day. He wants to go and fly a kite with you the next day, and you're like, yay. I mean, that could be really fun. You could actually take that scenario and have some fun with it later, and who knows where flying a kite could bring you. But maybe she's thinking, oh, I just want to get it on with you right now. And he has to go to a meeting. He's like, I promise we'll fly the kite right after my meeting. But she never says what she thinks. She never says what she feels. And this is what she wants. So don't ever assume the person you're with knows everything that's going on in your fantastical head. Sometimes it needs to be expressed. Sometimes the passionate side of you needs to be expressed too. Don't get too caught up in your blue nightie and your outfit. You know, maybe he needs to take off his clothes a little bit. Get up on the bed with her and start kissing her, rolling around a little bit. You know, do you take the path that has all the lessons? I mean, I can think of probably more hindrance that comes on with being royalty and being in that situation that you have to deal with than the other one. Maybe they don't have much, but they're going to start and make something that's their own and have a freedom about their life here. Maybe that's Lancelot. Maybe that's who they talked about before that they were going to be, and this is what they became. So maybe you're seeing things different ways. You're seeing different scenarios in your life. You're seeing different choices, how things were, how they could be, what they could be, but don't forget about this. Maybe you need to, and I picked this up so I'll read it. So maybe you need to, which do you want? It's your decision. I'm not going to tell you what to do. This one looks like a big planned celebration, an event, a night of passion, a night of joy, a switch in a time of your life to something of, something that would be like a wedding. You think about it, you plan it, you excite it. It doesn't have to be a big wedding. You could just have your wedding on an island somewhere and be planning what dress you'll wear, what kind of flip-flops you want. Your 4 best friends to come along, and you go. Connect to this passionate side of you, though. One side in the lovers is the wild card. She's the girl that you don't know what to expect from, but ends up catapulting you spiritually to where you want to go. The other girl in the lovers traditionally is the tried and true, and the queen, and gets you the castle, and the way to go, and everyone tells you that's it. That's the way, that's the marriage partner you want. Find how to work them both together, because this never has the final happy ending if you don't have the celebration along the way. So celebrate. Time to celebrate. You're wrapped in clover. You've got good friends around you, people that support you. And it's time to stop hanging. All right. I love you, Cancer. Thank you for sticking around for my bonus. And I'll talk to you soon. Love yourself. You're so beautiful. You're beautiful, Cancer.